because it's gonna be simple. Okay. All right. Have we had that? Have we had that?
Yes, we have.
Then I
Yes.
believe we are good to go. Now, you guys are going to allow me turn off my my camera so that we focus and do this. All right. Then after that, I'm also. Oh, I turned off something that I wasn't supposed to turn off. So let me turn on the
Excuse me.
audio.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? There was an echo. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Echo.
So now at this moment, I want us to get started with our webinar tonight. So guys, first of all, I would love to take this opportunity and honor to welcome you to TotMind Schools and also to this wonderful webinar. All right. Of course, it is not me to say, it is not myself to say wonderful, but probably at the end of this session, you guys will be able to grade whether it was wonderful. My daughters usually say yummy, whether it was yummy or it was yucky. Okay. So I believe if you have children, you can relate when I talk about yummy and yucky. All right. So at this moment, I am going to get started. Okay. So thank you so much for the prayer. Once again, thank you for joining us. We are getting started. For the few people that needed probably those that needed probably us to wait for them maybe a little longer. I don't know if we can wait for them, but those 5 minutes, I believe, are absolutely enough for all of them. So at the moment, let me get started. So guys, I want to say one thing, a reminder just, please, in case you want to say something, say it at the end of the session. Sorry, raise up your hand first, and after raising up your hand, wait for someone to grant you permission. Okay, so we want to do this so that we are just organized. That is one. Number two, we are going to have a session dedicated for question and answer at the end of this. Okay, so at the end, there is a session for question and answer. So in case there is anything that you want to ask, keep it at the end. We are going to answer that. Number three, as much as possible, you can also utilize the comment section. So I'm going to choose Claire. Claire, you'll be helping me to read those questions or those comments, and I think that can be something that can help us. Then, in case anyone has a question there, put it in the comment section. So number four, there is going to be time for us to discuss even after this webinar. And of course, if it is your first time to attend a webinar, it is just the beginning, okay? We are going to have them most likely on a monthly basis. If not, actually, after this webinar, we are going to have another one shortly for those that will be in some special class. All right. So allow me to go to my presentation. Yes. Now, today we are going to talk about, webinar is about Excel for beginners. Now we are assuming that we have zero knowledge of Excel, and now this webinar is going to help us to upskill, okay? So even if you have some knowledge, just follow along. Maybe one more thing to say, don't try to practice when we are doing, just follow, pay attention. You're going to have access to this, and by the end, you'll be able to probably try this out on your own after this webinar. Okay, like we said, once it reaches 100, people will cut off. So if you want to benefit from this, please stay, just keep around. Another thing, let us keep our microphones off. Okay, so even if you have some knowledge, just follow along. You can contribute where possible, and of course, at one point, I'm going to request you guys for your contribution. Okay, so to come along and also contribute as we move forward. So now, for us as we learn, of course, even those ones that learn with us, we do these things with projects. When you're learning Excel, learn as you do, learn as you practice. Every little thing that you get to acquire make sure that you put it into use. Now, one thing I didn't ask, are we all comfortable with English? Oba tugattewo.
You can mix.
Ekyo sakibuuziza. Okay? But now, you guys notice my English is so simple and plain. What really? Okay? I am assuming, but guys, feel free in case you have a question, gogenda kujibuuza mu lulimi lw'otegeera bulungi. Okay? Now, I usually tell people English does not solve problems. So it is not that we have to solve problems with English. Kyovulaba abamu tusigalirema nga tulowooza nti luzungu nedda. All right? So, but also I'm just assuming, since most of us understand the English, and there could be someone who doesn't actually understand it well, maybe this could be an opportunity for them. Okubeera nga nabeera ebintu babikola ki babitegeera. Okay, JB and others, Claire, they are all saying, please mix. Okay. I'm going to mix. Now, we mundaba nga nsuseewo nnyo ngenze nnyo. Bannange nange ndi mwana wa muntu. Nga muŋŋamba nti ssebo kisuse. Kakati komawo ko mu Luganda. I think you can type in the comment section. Claire will be the one to inform me, because if everyone unmutes, then we are going to be disorganized. And that is part of what we want to cut out of this webinar. So to create more space for other people to join, I am going to exit with my personal. Lubega Elifazi, as you join, please mute. Please mute. Lubega Elifazi, mute. Now I'm going to grant someone access to be my let me see. Okay, so you can be a host. So Claire, whoever refuses to mute, please mute them. You have all the orders from above. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys. I think we can now get started. So I was saying, this is Excel for beginners. If you want to master any skill, don't watch as if you're watching news, guys. Practice, practice, practice. Same thing we do. We give you everything you need. You practice, you get stuck, we come on board and support you to get started. Now, here we are going to demonstrate Excel for beginners with a project. And this project, we are going to look, how do you collect data from collection to insights? Now, one of the things most of us do not know is, now Excel is more than spreadsheets, okay? Excel is more than a spreadsheet. It is more than you seeing those things, rows and columns where you enter the data. Excel is more than that. If it is more than that, then what is it? Excel is a tool that you use for thinking, organizing, and making wise decisions. If you're here and you're learning Excel and you think Excel is about you inputting data, getting it out, and so on, guys, Excel is far, far beyond that. If you're running a business and you're planning to use Excel for you to gather some data from your clients, Excel is more than just looking at a list of contacts from the client. Excel is more than that. So when you gather those contacts, what you're going to do with them is what is going to make a difference. Today, why Excel is so popular is because people are now moving beyond making decisions based on guesses, all right? Now they want to make decisions based on what we call evidence. And the evidence comes from gathering the right data and utilizing that data for you to make those decisions. So it is like, you know, back then, even up to today, presidents and those high top officials, they usually have spies, Bambega, right? And now they have the spies because they want to get information or data that is unfiltered. So they based on that for them to do their decisions. Beyond the spies, now data is the new spy. So being able to Excel, we are collecting is what we call data. Data are facts, facts about a business, facts about a project, maybe a project manager. Now, some of you who are abroad beyond Uganda, in Uganda, people are just waking up to collecting this data. Most of us are still noting on paper and so on. Of course, Uganda and Africa as a continent, we have lots of issues, sometimes from the the tax collectors, people just want to unpick whatever they did not even put in place. And you find that people even fear to now gather the data. But I would say that Excel is to help you think. Now, how are we standing as far as the business is concerned? You're using that data that you collect in Excel or that you put in Excel for you to be able to do that. Now, you make the decisions. Decisions are wise because you don't base on impulse. Tosinzira ku gwe kyolowooza ekigenda maaso oba tosinzira ku kyowulira obwongo bwo kye bukugamba mu kaseera ako. Rather, you're basing on the facts. And Excel does that. Now, we are going to do this project in 5 phases. The first one, we are going to design a form, like we said, from collection to insights. So we design a form, then this is going to be used for collecting our data. Then from there, in phase 2, we are going to do the validation. So we are going to control what can be entered within our form, all right? So to control what can be entered in our form, we are going to use what we call the data validation. Now, all these are tools that you can utilize when it comes to Excel. All of them are available and you can utilize them. Now, in phase 3, we are going to use formulas for us to apply how to do some auto calculations. So it means we are not going to just talk about things or manually compute stuff. Rather, we are going to use some bit of formulas for us to have this workout. So number 4, we are going to do now conditional formatting. We would love to see our data look beautiful and also to be able to tell the difference between A and B, between those that score 80 and those that score 30. So what is going to help us to do that is what we call the conditional formatting. Remember, we are doing this in 3 activities. The first one is the introduction, which I'm actually doing right now. You guys did your introductions shortly before. I want to remind you, we now stand at 99 people. The moment you exit, there are so many people who are stuck outside. You're going to be taken out. You may not have space to join again, okay? Because we are limited to 100 people for this webinar. Actually, 100, I don't think we can go beyond the 100, and that is the maximum that we can have. Claire, feel free to take a screenshot, and we can be able to keep this in our records, okay? So we can keep this in our records that this webinar, we hit the 100 people mark, okay? So, webinar 2, okay, so that is saved. All right, so in phase 4, we are now, sorry, in phase 5, now we are going to do some bit of data analysis. Like I've told you guys before, this Excel is so powerful when it comes to data analysis. And the decisions that we talked about, that we base on, are the decisions that are gotten from analyzing and visualizing this. So this is like a complete project. Some of you who may be interested in some of these projects, this is a project that is from the start to the end. Okay, so now, what is also important, some of us might be wondering now, who are these TotMind Schools guys? I'm going to summarize this in about 30 words. Now, TotMind, we are data and technology training school and learning platform. So we are a school, but also a platform where you can come and be able to get anything that you may want at any time of your convenience. We help children, young people, we call them youngsters, usually 10 years plus, adults like most of us here, as well as families. Sometimes some of us who are working now, we realize that there are some things that we were supposed to learn way earlier when we were as young as 10 years. So you can choose to say, as I learn Excel, let my child also go and learn Excel from the industry experts. And we don't just do that. We gain practical, solution-oriented skills. Now, as we learn these skills, guys, I want to tell you that the ultimate purpose of this is for you to be able to make some bit of decisions, and these decisions can help you to become creative, to bring solutions, all right, and also innovate and solve the problems around you. It could be your workplace. You could be wondering, why are there fewer customers data can actually tell you that. You don't just wake up and you fire people because you have less customers. Consult the data. Data could have all the answers. Now, we also support them to access quality training anytime, anywhere. Now, people who are already learning with us, especially computer foundations, people in Saudi Arabia, people everywhere. Actually, most of our people in Saudi, Qatar, South Africa, and other places. And now you notice that you, wherever you are, you're able to access. All this can be accessed via our platform. Let me show you a little bit about the TotMind Schools platform that I am talking about. So where are you, TotMind Schools platform? Okay, so I'm going to share entire screen and now come to TotMind Schools platform. Now, this is TotMind Schools platform. Since it is night, some people might prefer the dark mode. If that is what you want, then we can go into the dark mode, but I'll go into the light mode. So this is the platform. And of course, we keep sharing different stuff here. When we are learning, we share what we learn with others. We are not selfish. For example, you can see Nakanwaji, this is an assignment. She's putting it here, and even other colleagues are able to see, because we know in the real world, we don't work in isolation. So at TotMind Schools, everything we do it plainly when everyone is able to see what's up. All right, now I'll take you straight to my courses. Most of us are interested in this place. So this is where you find all the courses, all the modules. Now we have a module, a course, a project, and a series. Now let me talk about these ones briefly. A series, a course is, let's say you want to do Excel for analytics and productivity. That is a course. But within Excel for analytics and productivity, there are modules. So each of those modules can be here. For example, some of these are independent modules for the Computer Foundations course. So you'll find also your modules here, whether you have 10 modules, 20 modules, and so on. All of them will be here. Now, a project, for example, what we are doing right now, what we are going to do is a project. That is a project. And a series is a collection of courses. For example, you might want to do, Microsoft Office Foundations for everyone. There is Excel, there is PowerPoint, there is Word, and so on. That is a series. Those are independent courses. So that is how it works. And now, since that is not the reason as to why we are here, allow me come back to the reason as to why we are here. Okay. So I'll continue. If you have more questions, feel free to go and search for TotMind Schools. Actually, I can even come here and put this. Okay, so I think that's it. If you want to get a little bit of more information about TotMind Schools, just go and read for yourself. Okay, but feel free at the end of this webinar, we are going to have a Q&A session. So now next, we are going to talk about the guy that you're seeing here. Now this man is myself. Now I come with, my name is Nuhu Mutevi. Now another thing, I think it was Jita who called me Salong. I don't remember how, but yes, I'm a Salong. I'm a father of 2 beautiful daughters. Okay. They are still young, about 3, so we play, and some of you might hear them in the background, daddy this and that. Yes, I am a father of 2, and I have over 10 years of experience, 10 plus years of experience, and at the moment, I'm the head of training at TotMind Schools. Now, my experience spans from, I've been a business analyst, software somehow part, product manager. I've worked in Singapore, German, of course, remotely. I'm passionate about education and analytics, and professional, academic-wise, I possess a professional MBA in analytics and international business, and currently I'm doing a Master's of Education in Policy Planning and Management. Then I also hold several certifications: product management, software development, analytics, data science, online learning, and in fact, I last counted those certifications when I had, I think, close to 60 or so. So the things of learning and acquiring knowledge, even up to now, I still go for such webinars when I come across them. Then I go for conferences. And I'd love to say that you guys, what you're doing, you're doing absolutely a right thing. And I'll be able to, I'm here to commend you for that. Attending such webinars, equipping yourself with more knowledge, more skills, more everything is something that is commendable. And if you want to stay ahead and if you want to keep yourself updated, please acquire as much skills as possible. Now, I want to now take you to the project that we are going to handle today. But now, I'm tempted to tell people to ask questions, but I won't actually tell them because they might take more time. And I have about 30. Oh, I'm 3 minutes late. I'm actually not 3 minutes late, I'm on time. So now, this project shows how Excel can be used in real life. Now, all the projects you're going to earn as you're working with Excel and many other courses that you do at TotMind Schools, we are going to bring real life scenarios or the problems that happen in real life or the needs that we have in real life, and we shall come up with solutions. That is how we are able to help each other, and they are going to be as practical as possible. Okay, so in this real life, we are going to collect data to prevent errors. You know, as you're collecting data and you're entering your data, there are sometimes errors that may end up in your data. Okay, then also we automate and calculate some bit of results and also see how we can understand the information so easily. Okay, so now I would love to tell you that this project is your foundation and it prepares you for our next level. Now, some of us that are going to be part of the Excel course for analytics and productivity, which is the 8 weeks online course starting on February 1st, 2026. That is about 2 weeks from now. And that course goes for only 300,000. In this course, you're going to get hands-on skills plus a certificate. Okay, so those of us who are going to take part of that course, this one prepares us for that course. Now we are going to have another webinar probably next week, and in that webinar we are going to get ourselves ready and prepared. Let me come back here. Now, the same way we joined here and we first did the testing 1, 2 of the microphone, try things here and there with our microphone and so on, is the same way we shall do before that course commences. For example, we have this webinar, we are yet to have a lot more in the future. So those that will be part of this course, before February 1st, we don't want to waste any time. We just want to go straight into learning the Excel. So if you're interested in this course, you guys know what to do. You're going to come to the WhatsApp and you send a message. And now, those interested, we have a group where we are going to add you guys. And in that group, also, I want to tell you that if you're all hearing, those who are going to do this course, we know there are some bit of issues people usually have. You tell them, create a folder, do this and that. They are taking a minute to do that. Now, those who are going to do this course, if you're ready and you make an initial deposit, we are going to grant you access to some of the key modules, 2 core modules of the Computer Foundations course. That is Explore, that is how to use a computer, and also working with files and folders, because they are very, very instrumental as far as this is concerned. But also another thing I would say, that course is there for people who want to be efficient. For example, you guys can see the white switch between these windows. Others might take like so many seconds to do that. Those are some of the few things that you're going to learn. And I think at the end of this training, we shall have some people from the Computer Foundations course speak to us and share their experience. But again, we are not here for that. Let us go straight into our phase 1 now. The introduction is done. I've taken a few more minutes of the Excel, but still this is part of the project. Now we are going to get started. Now, guys, you have to be organized. Being organized means when I ask for this project, you're not going to start scratching your head. You go straight and you'll create, you will show me where this project is. Now, what we are going to do, for us to be organized, we are going to go ahead and create a project folder, then open our Excel and have some brief intro to the Excel. I just want to confirm the recording is still on. Yes, it is. Yes. Now, what we are going to do, I'm going to go straight to my desktop. And when I come to my desktop, I am going to create a folder here on my desktop. So I can use a shortcut Control Shift N. That one brings this folder. Then I can call it Excel webinar. All right. So I'll enter and enter again. And now I'm inside this folder. Now within this folder, what you're going to do, I'm going to right click and come
Excuse me.
to, yes, my friend.
Hello.
There's some two hands I see.
We had said people will ask at the end, is it so urgent? I can see open queue. All right, I
Yes.
can see. Yes.
I would like to ask you something. It could be better when we share the screen of the computer, then we can start together.
No, no, no. Time will not allow us to do that. But you're going to receive a recording and you can practice on your own. Then maybe you can get support during that time. Is that okay? So right
Okay,
now, we
no
cannot let
problem.
you to share the screen with the interest of time. Guys, I pray and I hope you really understand that none of you will actually get... Oh, I request that you go slow at that point. Now, there will be a recording. I also don't want to keep you here until... How many of you are ready to leave here at 11? Ha, ha, ha. Maybe some people are ready. I am not, guys. I'm being honest. All right, but we are going to try to go slow, but also this will be shared. So after asking your question, you can lower your hand, then we can proceed. Now, I created a folder. You guys know how to create a folder. I did mine on the desktop. And now I'm going to go ahead and create an Excel file here. So I'm going to go right click in the folder that I created, the Excel webinar on my desktop. Let me go back. So my folder is here on my desktop. I'm going to double click on it to open it. And within this folder, I'm going to right click and I'll go to new. Then I come to Excel, Microsoft Excel. Where are you? It is here, Microsoft Excel worksheet. So I'll tap on it. And once I tap on it, it is going to come here, new Microsoft Excel worksheet. I'm going to give that Excel. I'm going to still call it webinar project. I'm going to call it that, and I'm going to open it. And once I open it, you can see it is running on Office 19. So this is our project here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a little bit of a brief intro about this. Now, there are some people who like to change this guy and say they want the black mode, dark mode, black. So some people, because they're used to the dark mode, they want to take it to that. But I'm going to keep mine to the actual colorful. All right. Okay, so I'll leave it to colorful. Now, people who are going to do the course, do not worry. We shall go through all these things step by step. With the interest of time, I'm going to say this is the ribbon menu, and we have different menu items, home, insert, draw, page layout. So we cannot exhaust all of them tonight, but we shall do each of these ones is more or less like a module on its own. But now this time, let me take you through to tell you that this is the ribbon menu. Then we have here is the formula bar. So this is where you can insert the formulas. But again, when I come here, you guys can see a grid of cells. You can see different small rectangles here. In case I zoom in, you can see them. But again, what is interesting, these rectangles with the downwards, moving downwards at the top, there is A, they are letters. Then horizontally, they are numbers. Now, these letters represent what we call columns, and columns move from top to bottom, while rows move from left to right, and rows are represented by letters. So if I'm to ask a quiz, I'll ask you which of the following represents a row. Then I tell you letters, ABC, numbers, numbers and letters, and so on. Then you guys can get that right, I am sure, at that moment. Then, after understanding that, you notice that where the row and column intersect, the row and the column, they meet somewhere. For example, column B and row 2 meet here. And now, where they meet, these small rectangles, we call them cells, all right? So these are the cells. And now you notice that where the column and the row meets, become the cell name, and the name can be here. All right, so this is the name of this cell, which is B, which is found in column B, and row 2, which makes it B2. Okay, that is not the reason as why we are here. Now there are others here. For example, here we can navigate. You can change the layout. Okay, in case you want to print and see how it will appear, you can also have that layout. But this time around, we are going to keep in the normal layout. We can also zoom in and out. You notice I can use this to zoom in and out. Now, when I tap on this one, it can also give me a custom number for me to zoom, but I'm going to set fit selection. You can see that I can zoom in up to that, but I'll go back to about 100. Okay, but also I can use I can press Control, then I roll up and down my mouse. That one also zooms in. Those who did computer foundations, I can put the thumb and the index finger. It's what I'm doing right now. And I move in them together, then apart. That one also zooms. For those who do computer foundations, like Jitan, Lubig, and others, they understand that well. All right. So now, at this moment, we've gotten an intro to our Excel. Now, the next phase we are going to look at is the phase 1. And in phase 1, we are now going to design a simple Excel form. Let me just make sure that people are still here. That's okay. Those some are leaving as they join again. So we're going to design a simple Excel form. And this simple Excel form is going to help us to capture some data on student details as well as their scores. Now here we are going to consider the student name, the gender, age, course, test score, assignment score, and those are the few columns that we are going to put in our sheet. Then after that, I think someone is telling me I should share a link. Now, we are going to use some of this as data for our webinar. Okay, so I'm going to share this sheet here. Okay, so Claire, I think you have access to that sheet. Please confirm, unmute and confirm that you have access to it. You will copy that sheet and share it in the group. Okay, copy that sheet and share it in the group, and members can be able to have access.
Where's the sheet?
Then, okay, think it's
Where's the
shared
sheet?
already. Then that sheet, you guys go open that form and just basically do one thing. Open that form, and when you open that form, try to fill in some bit of data. So go to your WhatsApp, open that form, fill in some bit of data, and we shall use that data in the future as we are doing this for us to have some bit of real data that we can use to demonstrate our stuff. All right. So from there, we are going to go ahead and design our form. So on our form, we agreed we are going to keep the following columns. Okay, so we are going to start. So I'm going to come under A1, and that is where I'm going to put the student name. So we shall not talk about the types here, but that's okay to be covered also. Gender is the next one. Then I'll have age. Then I'll have course. Okay, and again from course, we are going to have test score. Okay, score for the test. And after the score for the test, we are going to have the score for the assignment. All right, so these are the the 6 that we are going to capture in this form. Okay, so what you are going to do, so you guys notice they are here, but you notice this assignment score overlaps. So I can bring my cursor here, then I move it. I move this at the edge. So you can move it manually, but the best one is for you to do this automatically. So for example, you put your cursor there, double click, put it there, you can double click to auto fit. double click. Also, let's say it is there, you want to auto fit, double click so you can see it auto fits. All right. Now, usually after that, I prefer selecting a few color, I select everything, but I also include some empty columns. You notice that? Now, when you're working with Excel, to be more organized and you don't waste a lot of time, I like to use the tables. Someone is saying, please, are you people not seeing anything?
Yeah.
We are
We
not
are
seeing
seeing
anything.
them.
No, it is the
Scrolling up our
network,
group.
please.
You tell them to
Some of us do.
scroll down, then basobole okulaba
It might be a network problem.
Maybe network on your end.
You can also make it, for those who are not able to see, make it full screen on your side so that it is occupying your phone. I think those who are using a PC are seeing it well.
Network
It's
is
clear.
yeah. With the laptop,
Yeah,
you
use
can see.
Zoom.
Those
Okay,
with
I
phones,
think there
make
is
it full
something
screen.
here. Okay, for the phone, you can tilt it to go in the in the what landscape mode so that you can see this clearly. So on the phone, I think I've also made these words a bit bigger so you guys can see everything, right?
Right.
Not
Yeah.
okay. Now we have designed our form here. I was telling you that at times I prefer the table kind of a bit, but that's okay. So let's say here I can put the name Nuhu Mutebi. All right, so you can see that. Then gender, I can say male. Then age, 31. Course, maybe Excel. Test score, 90. Stera kwagala kwa max intono. Guys, please feel free to put some 30 as you're filling that form, okay? Because we want to see, to have, of course, not everyone scores to the top. Now, the challenge here with this form is simple. Someone can easily come and say they are Lubega Deo, and Lubega Deo says Mela instead of male. That is already know this is male and female. You see this error? So these are some of the errors that you have to avoid when you're dealing with data in Excel. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of time cleaning this data. Also, age, maybe we are saying people who are doing these courses, the maximum they can be is 60. But maybe someone wants to say 39, then they end up typing 93. So we have to avoid some of these things that may not make sense. Let's say someone Excel, another person comes and writes it like that. For them, they use small e, okay? Then, and so on and so forth. You guys, are you getting that? So what we can do now, we can control some of this to avoid these unnecessary mistakes. So I'm going to delete this. Now what I'm going to do first, we have to make sure that this is a bit different. So I'm going to bold it. Now I prefer the Gill. Let me take everything. The Gill Sans font. I prefer that one. Let me make it 12. So still here, I can auto fit. You can see I put my cursor here, double click. Okay. Put my cursor here, double click to make sure that everything is seen. Double click. All right. So I'm going to select this and a few more rows. So I don't want you to get confused in any way here. So what I'm doing, I'm just converting these ranges into a table. Tables have advantages that I want to show you one of them. I don't need to, now let's say calculate something to drag until, no, tables do that automatically. So I'm going to select, let's say about 10, then come to insert and now say table. And you see it says has headers. I'm going to say yes, because the first row, these are headers, and I press OK. So you see when I insert a table, it's going to look a bit different. So you notice that now there is also some bit of styling, which is beautiful and okay, really. So what I'm going to do now, we are going to control, before we forget, now we are on this. We are going to set some bit of validation rules to control what data can be entered, using drop downs and the number limits. Okay, so let's say we want to control, like we said, gender has to be only male and female. Anything other than that should not be allowed. So what we are going to do is simple. So we are going to come in this cell B2, which is for gender, and now we are going to go to data and go to data validation. I hope you guys see that. Okay, go to data. First of all, select the cell, then go to data, then data validation. And now here, under settings, there is validation criteria. And allow, under any value, select and say list, okay? And now this list, the source, you just type here, okay? So I'm going to put male, comma, female. Now, sometimes you have this stored somewhere. You can go here and select that range where it is. But this time around, we are going to just take female. Now, you can even add an input message, an error that comes. With the interest of time, I will not cover that. So I'll just do that. Then I can do this. Okay? So when you do that, you see? You guys see that? So now, let's say I try to put Mela. You see that? It doesn't allow. Are you guys with me? Are you with me?
Yes.
Great. All right, so I'm going to do the same for course. So our course says, you guys notice on the form we shared, those ones on the phone, if you open the form, you're going to read for me the courses. We are going to do the same thing. Home, go to select the cell, go to data, data validation. Then we are going to come any value and select list. So what is the first course?
Excuse me.
Excel.
Excuse me. Hello.
What is anyone who has opened the form, tell us the first course. It is Excel. So we are going to limit the courses that we don't type all the time. Excel.
Computer foundations.
Computer foundations.
PowerPoint.
So leave no space. It's okay. PowerPoint.
Data analysis.
Data analysis.
Word.
Word. So you guys see that. After that, I just say okay. And now you're going to drag this up to down there. Okay? Such that in any cell you can select. So you see, now we have a drop down. Are you guys seeing that? So you have a drop down, do that. Now another thing, we say the age, we cannot just leave any number to just proiter. What we are going to do, we are going to do the same, go to data, go to validations, and now under any value this time around, age is going to be whole number. And we are saying people who are learning with us are between 10 years and 60 years. So now we can even add a range here and say beyond, outside range. So say okay. And now,
But we are not doing anything.
guys, then I'm going to drag and drop up to down here. So are you guys not seeing anything on their internet?
Their internet.
Their internet.
Now you can try to leave and join again, my friend, because I think it is an issue of your internet. It is an issue of your internet. Okay. So now after that, when I say 9, you can see value doesn't match the defined criteria. Okay, retry. Then I can say 90. Still the error. Then I can try the correct one. I say 60. Now 60 works. Okay. Now the course also we can select, let's Excel, and so on. Even the test score, you can still say it cannot go beyond 100, and assignment score, and so on. So this is what we need for us to validate our stuff. Now, the data you guys shared with me, I am going to use it to calculate here. Okay, I hope you guys typed in correctly, but you can see in case you did any mistake, that one is going to be refused. So I'm going to come here and I can see some people enter data here.
Excuse me,
So
no.
I'm going to,
There
yes,
is
sir.
a background noise that's coming out from your side. We don't know what's
Is it?
happening. It was okay, but now it is coming up and down.
I can
There is
also
an
hear
echo on
some.
your side.
It was Mugume. It was Mugume. We can continue.
I think you can mute. Brighton, mute, please. Let everyone mute. Let everyone mute. Let everyone mute. Let everyone mute. I can see Kalisa Patrick.
Yeah, now you are
Kalisa
clear.
Patrick, either mute. I think it is
Yeah.
coming from one of those people. Okay? It is coming from one of those people. So if you haven't submitted anything, please submit. Submit the data. We use the data. Submit the data. So I'm going to just copy this data. And I come here and paste in that data. So you guys notice? Oh, no. I think I can just do. Okay, yeah. So this one is okay. So you notice
Excuse me, sir.
everything. Sorry?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
As you are pasting, you put at anywhere in that table.
No, I just came here at the start
Yeah.
because I want to take from this one. Okay, you can see more people adding in the data. So please, guys, add the data, add the data. So I come here. Now, I don't just paste because when I just paste, it is going to override my formula. So what I'm going to do, I want to come here under match destination formatting. You see that? This one removes even our tables, right? But destination formatting, in fact, it keeps on adding another table. That is the beauty. Sorry, another line. So you can see Amon is the last person we have here. So also when you come here, you can see Excel already pre-selected. Now I can also do that to make sure that everything is actually there. So I hope you guys can see this. I hope you guys can see this. I want one of you to try to add age that is beyond 60. Some of you could add age which is beyond 60. Try that. So I'm going to get this. So when I come here, you see the beauty of tables. When I just do that, it is going to be added automatically to my table. So let's try age which is beyond 60. We try age which is beyond 60 or below. All right, so I can see people are there. Some are leaving. I don't know why. We're boring, something. So, but I think this is enough. Is someone asking a question here? Please, we said you put up your hand, okay? Then when you put up your hand, we get organized. Claire can do the monitoring of those who are putting up their hands. So I want to get one more person. So no one is filling in. So we are going to leave it at that point. And now move on to our third phase. Now we've done data validation. We've entered in some bit of data. Now we are going to go on to the third phase. Okay? So we can do some bit of auto calculations. All right. So Claire, someone is putting their hand up. But again,
Yes, Tumusime is raising up their hand.
yes, to Musime.
Yes, I'm using a phone, and I had wanted at least if you send me share with me that copy because I'm going for work within 30 minutes.
Yeah, within 30 minutes, it's okay. Keep around. We shall share this with you. But again,
Okay.
in case of course, anything is not clear, please, we don't want people to just leave. Keep around, because when you keep around, that is when you're going to get the best out of this. Okay, so
Yes.
next we're going
Okay,
to
I'm
do some
around.
bit of auto calculations, guys. So now, for
Okay.
example, you will notice that we are going to need this test score and assignment score. We are going to sum up both of them, and after summing up both of them, now we are going to come up with an average score. But before the average score, we are going to make sure that we first get the total score. Then from the total score, we can now get the average. All right, so how do we get that? So we are going to add a new column called total score. You see the beauty of working with tables. The moment I add any column, or anything here, once I hit enter, it is going to be added automatically into the table. And you're going to see another kind of magic. So to get the total score, I'm going to say is equal to, I come to this, okay, plus, now you see the beauty with tables is it references this. You can see add test score plus assignment score. So it would have been like E2 plus F2, something. So see what happens when I press enter. When I press enter, you see everything has been automatically calculated. And in case I'm to add, let's say 60 here and 50 here, you can see everything is automatically added. So I don't need to keep doing this. This is what we call the automation of your stuff. All right. So from there, we are going to add another one, and we shall call it the average score. And this is what our parents are interested in. So once I hit enter, you can see the same thing. So average is going to be total score divided by 2, because it would have been this plus this divided by 2. But already you have the total score, so we shall just say total score. So we all know average or mean is the total sum of items over the number of items. So you sum up all those items. For example, we summed up test score and assignment score. And again, you divide them by the number of those items. After summing up, now you're going to count how many are they. So they are 1 and 2. So that is why we are saying it is all over 2. So once I hit enter, you still notice that now everything has been automatically added. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
How do you divide? Like after getting the total, you press which symbol that shows the division?
The forward slash.
Forward slash.
Yeah, it is. You see where there is that question mark on your keyboard, the forward slash is the division.
Yeah.
All right, so let's proceed, guys, on to the next. Now, we are going to add another thing. Now, we want to assess how people pass.
Not clear. I don't know. If possible, maybe you share with me the video after. Because just even I'm being left behind.
Okay, please pay attention from where you are. Then, of course, we shall share a recording in the end. All right, so with the interest of time, allow me proceed. So now the next thing we are going to do here is we are going to now see, did the person pass or fail? So we are going to add another column and call it result. Okay, so the result is going to be there. Now in the result, we want to find out, did the person pass or fail? So now I'm going to behave like assessing master students in Uganda. At TotMind Schools, anyone that scores below 80, they have failed in the quizzes. So guys might be fearing, they are simple things, okay? So you might pass, you might get an 80 plus for you to pass, for you to be allowed to go on to the next, to complete the module. So that is our standard. So we are going to apply the same standard here. Now, there is what we call conditional statements. And the conditional statements are these ones. But if I attend the webinar, will I also attend the main course on February 1st? So conditions, if this happens, then this. Let's say if I attend the webinar, then I'll also be part of the training. You get the point? So those are conditional statements. If this happens, then this happens. So we are going to apply the same. So now we are going to say, to use the average score for us to assess the result. So we are going to have someone either will pass or fail. So we are going to start to say is equal to, now you can even do that under what we call the formula bar here. So you can see everything you do here also happens here. But I'm going to do it in this. Okay, let's do it in the form. Which one looks better? Maybe here. So I'll say if is equal to if. So you can see if. Now, the data with Excel, once I do that, you can see if. Next thing is going to be the logic. Then you put the value if it is true, and another value if false. So now, if the logic is average score is less than 80.
That is greater than.
Sorry. Okay, no, it's something. So I can say if it is greater or equal to, I'm going to show you something. So if we are going to actually run two formula here for us to confirm. So if it is greater or equal to 80, now that is the logical test. If average score is greater or equal to 80, comma, you can see now this has changed to value if true. What is the value if this is true? Then the person we say, in quotations, we say pass, close quotations, comma, now you can see value if false. Then we can also say, in quotations, fail. All right, then after that, you're going to close your quotes and press enter. So have you guys seen that? Pass, 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 fail, fail, fail. Now let us repeat this. I'm going to create another column and call it result 2, and we use what my brother was saying. Now, we can say if, okay, is equal to, if, all right, so average score is less than, you wanted less than, right?
Yes.
80. Now, if this is true, you fail, not so?
Yes.
Are you guys seeing the logic?
Yes.
Otherwise, you pass.
Yes.
Close quotation or parentheses, enter. You see that we get the same results?
Yeah.
But this one somehow, this one says if greater or equal to 80, you remember what is true when, what comes if this is true, you pass. But
Yes.
here, if it is less or equal to 80, this is true when you fail. Or when this is true, then you fail. Does it make sense? So
Yes.
either or whichever that you use will give you what you want. So to be neat, we are going to just keep one formula, but you guys have proved that you know what you're doing. Is that clear?
Yes.
Then now, we've done that. We've added some bit of calculations. Let's see here. Let's add another person from our data. Okay. Let me hope these are guys that added afterwards. Okay. So let's get this. Come down here. Okay. Phew. Have you guys seen that? We just added this and automatically everything has been populated. Do you notice? So that's how stuff works. Okay, so you can automate your Excel and so many other things that you do just like this. But of course, later on, as we do some bit of analysis, those that will continue, I'll tell you some other thing. We don't work in the data. We don't do these things in the actual data. Rather, we create another sheet and refer to this, then modify that. We shall talk about that some other day.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Can that criteria also be used in when you're assessing children, like teachers?
Yes, my friend. Not so different from this. In fact, even you can even use it to assign whether you say good performance, moderate, so it applies. This applies everywhere. Okay. Now, let us look at one more thing now. So let us do some bit of conditional formatting. You see, when I look at this, it doesn't tell me anything. Okay, pass, fail, and so on. I want to see some bit of colors. Not so, guys. We need to see some colors that when you pass, it is green. Not so. Such that I don't have to look at this with my eyes or first do a filter and say, oh, these niggas have passed about 11. All right. So we don't need to do that. Let us now apply some bit of what we call the conditional formatting. We highlight, let's say, pass or fail, and of course also the score ranges if that is what we want. So now what we are going to do, we are going to come here. Click here in the first cell, that is I1, and now you're going to go to home, and now we go to conditional formatting, and we go to highlight cell rules, and now here we can say text that contains. So since this is text, are you guys getting that? So this is text. So we want any text that contains the word pass. I hope that makes sense and it doesn't confuse anyone. I hope that makes sense and doesn't confuse anyone. So any text that contains the word pass. So we go here, go to text that contains, we say fail. Already it is highlighted. Red, fill dark red. Choop. Are you seeing that? Then after that, once I put my cursor here and I double tap to autofill, you notice that those who fail are now red. Do you guys see that? Great. So let me also do this after the foundations comes. I'll do the same. So you can, it is okay, you can do that at the end. So I'll do still under pass, come to conditional formatting, highlight rules, text that contains, we're now going to say fail. Oh, this pass. Pass, and now pass, you're going to select green.
Green.
There is this green fill with dark green. See, as soon as I do that, this one is done. So let's, so do you guys now see?
Yes.
So I just have to look and say, these niggas failed. In fact, you can even come out better in case I choose blue or yellow or that, maybe. Let me stay in orange. So I hope this now makes some bit of sense, does it?
Yes.
So you can see from the look of, these niggas failed. You don't even need to now waste your time looking at their score or look person. So you just say fail, fail, failed. You can even now filter out, of course, those that fail. And you can look at them and say, okay, it seems like Kiria Kenneth ono alayika azannyamu by the way. Omuzannyo mungi tuleete ku mbooko. So, all right. So now another thing, let us try to apply. Let me see. People who are still here. Those who are staying here, there is an offer for you, I think. Is it there? I'm here to confirm. Now, another thing we can see, we can come here and say, but what if we also try and say, just do colors, just come to color scales. And now pick one color scale. So you can pick this one. And say those ones, those a bit highly. So you see those scales. So you can also apply this and say those who score 90 plus, the higher you go, the greener it becomes. Now those who score 40, you see it can be that. So that is how we apply conditional formatting. You can even come here and apply here so that you select your courses with ease. Then you can also do the same text that contains this and that. You highlight as you wish. All right, so that is it when it comes to conditional formatting. And now let's look at some bit of data analysis. So after getting these scores, then guys, what happens next? So that is what we are going to talk about. So now we need to get some bit of insights here. For example, we need to ask ourselves, how many students passed? Here, when we just look at them, we can't afford to come here, then do that, then now start counting and say these are 11. Guys, now what we can do is simple. Now, the first thing we are going to do now, I want to introduce something. Now, we can also use the count if, okay, for example, you can say is equal to count if, okay. So you put a range, you put that range, if that is this and that, but now that is old-fashioned, guys. In this age, I'll just go and say insert a pivot table, and that pivot table, I'm going to put it on an sheet. All right, so I'll come here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the result and put it under rows. Okay, so you see what's happening here, guys. I hope you can see. Now I have rows, fail, and pass. After, I'll get the result and put it under values. And now I'm going to count. Have you guys noticed that?
Row labels.
And if you want.
Come again.
So I'll just do pivot table. Repeat. So I'll come, I'll get result, put it under rows, then result under values. Then I'm able to see 4 people failed while these ones passed. I can even now go ahead and say, guys, no, that's not how we do things. I can now come to this, and now we can even go to pivot chart, and now you can generate a pie chart of those that failed and those that passed.
Yes.
So it's here. Now you have a little pie chart So what I can do, let me do that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, also I can just hide all buttons. So, okay, so I have a pie chart here. Can even go ahead and now add some bit of data labels. So you can see 4 people passed while 11. So 4 people failed while 4 people, these ones passed. You can even go ahead and design this further. Come to colors, maybe you can say, I'm going to pick, okay, maybe yellow and that. Isn't this looking better? So you can put this
Yellow and green, maybe.
summary of results. Okay, so you can do summary of results. You can now do this, adjust it, and now you can represent your summary of results. So that is, we can now tell that about 4 people passed while those other ones failed. So you can even go ahead now and let's say these results, you can even go to value field settings and now apply other things. You can now show us no calculation. You can even say percentage of grand total in case you want to represent them as percentages. And now you can see that we have percentages, which you can even now reduce the number of decimal places. And now stuff looks pretty good and beautiful. You can even make that a bit bigger. And that's it. So does this make sense, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is the life cycle of any project, guys. The data you collect in Excel should not just end in you just looking at things here. Are we together, guys?
Yes.
We should go ahead and make some bit of better sense out of this data. Are we together? Then now, if this is a school, they are able now to look and say, okay, it seems like 26.7% to fail. That is a very big number. We now need to put some bit of more effort. But before that, let's identify people that failed. Are we together? So let's go back, talk to them that failed, and find out, guys, Nagudi Stella, what's wrong, my dear? Nagudi might say, for me, I don't understand the teacher. Then another person might have their own explanation, and so on. So as a school, you have to support your people to be able to learn everything as it should. Now, at this very moment, let me not even go any further. Let us just go straight into the Q&A, such that, you know, I love keeping time. I love keeping time. Things of wasting time, I don't like them. But in simple terms, this is a simple project that you can do from the start to the end. You can even add it on your portfolio and tell people, I was able to gather data on students, and in the end, I was able to make some bit of sense out of it, and so on and so forth. So those that do this course, there is also where we can learn to build a portfolio for all the projects that we used to learn, and you gather them and you're able to tell people, I designed these 5 projects, I created this dashboard. Now you can even create a dashboard that can be used interactively by other people, and you're able to make some bit of sense out of this. So there is a lot that Excel can do, and you guys, I'll tell you, your imagination can be the limit as far as what tech can do. So all the problems you have, most of them, Excel might be adequate. And in case you're to learn it the right way, of course, no one is going to stop you. So now let us go into the question and answer. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen and share something else.
Teacher, I'm asking, please, if possible, can you help us and fix that the work we have done on one page as we are operating?
So what you've done, you want the pivot table to be on one page?
Yeah, the page plus
with the data?
pie chart with the data.
Hey.
As we are printing. Yes, please.
Okay, that's simple. So we are going to present again entire screen. So what we shall do is, shall come back here. You can copy this pivot table as you have it, bring it here under your data. It is there. But you can also choose to say, I'll put it this other side. If not, you can even insert a pivot table fresh. So let's clear the filters. You can put it this other side and you just choose to keep it there. So also after that, you can now choose to say, let's go get our pie chart. In fact, you can even choose to insert another pie chart here. You see under pivot, analyze, pivot, then you go to pie chart. Selected this one, you can select it and put it there. But since you already have one, let's go back, sheet 2, copy it, and bring it here. So our data looks a bit beautiful
Very
with
nice.
our pivot table and the chart. So I can reduce this size, all right, and also reduce this a little bit. If not, increase this to this, then bring this here. All right, so I hope this is more beautiful now.
Yes.
So we have
Now, that
data
can
here,
become how many pages? Can it
then
make
also,
2 pages?
sorry,
How many pages can it be? If you have to
which
print it
pages?
out. Eh?
Okay, you can come here and see. It can be 1 page, brother. 2 pages actually, maybe 2 pages. But of course, when you're printing, you can readjust.
Okay.
All right, so we shall cover all that in the, that is one of the modules within the Excel for Analytics course. So now let's go into the Q&A. We utilize these last few minutes for us to handle that. And again, just be good to go. Yes, guys, let's ask. It's your turn. Okay, I can see Sylvia Kwarijuka, you have a question?
Even in the comment section, there's a question,
Okay, what does it read?
but I see has raised up his hand. Maybe you can give him a chance. He may express himself better. Technical.
Okay, I can see Tumusime, Technical Services, what time shall be in class? Tumusime, could you unmute and ask which class? You mean the Excel class? Those that are going to be part of the class, the course?
Now, according to the courses are being selected, or we shall be joining classes course by course. So we shall select each course to be taken.
Hey,
Because
okay.
as a beginner, where should I start from? From Word, Excel, what is the best way to start from?
You don't have experience working with your computer, you want to be efficient, you have to start with foundations. But if you
I
want to
think
be part of this, sorry?
I just use it, I just open, but I don't have, I need to do it on an orderly. So I think it would be better. Yeah, you need to start from the beginning so that I can do it perfectly.
That's great. So you can start even tonight to enroll into the computer foundations if you're ready. It is also 300,000 for 8 weeks.
Okay, but now the issue of starting, because I had wanted to be using my laptop, it still has some small problem which I want to rectify first, but I had wanted to start on, you said the 2nd Feb?
2nd Feb, that will be for Excel. For foundations, you can start now, but it is okay. Fix your PC, then you can start. That is very fine. So what you're going to do, send a message in WhatsApp. You have our WhatsApp, right? Tumusime? Was it Tumusime?
Okay, we shall share on WhatsApp. Other things I will ask you on WhatsApp.
All right. So guys, you can, those who are interested in this course, of course, we shall those who are interested, send a WhatsApp. Then we add you to the group that is dedicated for Excel. You make your payment, you receive access to the computer foundations, how to use a computer and working with files and folders as we wait for February 1st. So because we don't want you people, we tell you create a folder here, do this, we don't want you. So we are going to offer you that for free. Confirm, make initial deposit, you get access to that and we get started. If you want to start from scratch, if you want to start from kindly guys, can we put up the hand, then I can, let us be organized. So if you're not chosen, mute, then we choose you, you speak out your question. Let us just be organized. I'm requesting. So those that want to start from scratch, you are free to start even tonight. Okay. All right. So let me have a question from. I had chosen Sylvia, then Marvin will come after. Yes, Sylvia.
Thank you so much. I have two questions in relation to what we've just done. One, can you recorrect the validation rule when you've already set it? And then two, when you're copying data like from another sheet to the tables, and assuming they are errors, will there be auto corrections, or that data will be skipped out? Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Sylvia, first of all, you can add just the validation rules. Number two, if you copy data that is not correct, let's try that. Let's assume age was supposed to be 30 and something. Let's assume this one is 9. So let's copy this, copy it. Oh, guys cannot see what I'm doing.
You are not seeing.
Let's see.
I'm sharing entire screen again. Okay, I'm coming back here. So I copied the other data. Let me bring it here. Chup. You saw what happened? So this one, it is going to be there, but it is going to have a question. You see?
Yeah.
It is going to have, it will show you that something is not right.
Okay.
Data value error. So after doing all that later on, you can put that right. So you guys notice that our pivot table has also been adjusted accordingly. So let me undo and you see. Okay. All right. So have I answered you?
Yes, you have. Thank you.
That's great. Let me go back to Q&A. Okay. So any other questions?
Maybe the time for class, we said we shall agree, or we shall be attending all in the same class.
Okay. The time for class, live classes usually happen time like this, 8:30 to about 10.
Okay.
Okay. But also we have content already for these lessons. So you don't have to always wait for the live class. Are we together? We know some people might get time in the morning, so we meet in the live class to summarize the module, the way we are doing here.
Okay.
Also ask questions and so on. Are we clear?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. For Excel classes, as the class, those that will be part of the class, we shall agree on the time for us to be meeting. Okay. Okay. So Mwanguzi Samuel says he has learned something new. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next hand. So Sylvia, we can lower your hand. So it was Marvin next. Yes, Marvin.
Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you too.
Basically, I'm a person who called you in the morning. I remember you remember Waswa Marvin.
Hey, this is Waswa.
Yes.
Kindly Fahad, mute.
So I'm really benefited, at least for the start. I'm not all that far, but as you told me, it's better you start from the grassroots. So you've talked about the offer for free. I don't know what you are meaning about that, because I would wish to go for the Excel class at the same time moving, because I don't want you people to leave me. Because if I can get something, at least I'm seeing that I will benefit with time. So talk about the foundation. Foundation, you say we can join at any moment, at any time?
Even right now, yes.
So, like, I think I will contact you, because there are some things we need to talk more between me and you. Then we finalize.
Okay, no problem. Now, another thing, foundations, we have 2 weeks. You can do foundations course alongside with Excel. The first modules, you can do them, and those ones are the ones that we critically need for this Excel course, the first modules, which you can do in 2 weeks, okay? So you can enroll into the foundation. So as you do Excel and proceed, still you can move along with the foundation, okay?
Yes.
So you can enroll into the foundations and move along now. The offer we had given was just for 2 modules. You know, foundations has 9 modules, but this one is just for 2 modules. The how to use a computer and also working with files and folders, but it has 9 modules, AI and others, which you will need and also beneficial so still for the Excel class. Yes, thank you. You can mute. Now, Mwanguzi Michael, your hand is up.
Okay, sir. My question is,
yes, if you're not talking, please mute.
To access these Excel formulas and whatever, do I need to be online? Do I need data?
Which formulas?
As in computing all those, to putting that in, okay, using Excel.
Okay. Excel, if you have it installed on your laptop, then you don't need internet. But in case you don't have it, like we shall see in the course, people that don't have Excel will utilize what we call Excel Online, such that they are not left behind. Kindly, after talking mute, so work with Excel, if you have it locally installed, you don't need internet. Mwanguzi, okay? So now I can have Kiria Kenneth. Tumosi, may still have a question?
Yeah, my computer is Windows 7. I don't know if you can add more Windows. I don't know how you can do it. Is it possible?
Depends on the architecture. There is architecture that does not support Windows 10 or 11.
Okay.
So take it to a technician, they check it, but still you can use Windows 7.
Windows 7 can still work.
Hey, as long as just take it, they install Excel for you, then that will work.
Okay.
So how do I access the platform so that I can enroll? So Ampere Ronald, come to the inbox. There is the WhatsApp number. Someone to mute? Okay, I think it was to Musime. So Ampere, just send an inbox right now. We enroll you. Yes, if you're ready. All right. Guys, do not unmute before you're chosen, please. I am picking each one of you. Please mute. Yes, Chiria Kenneth. Tumusime, mute kindly.
Yes. Thank you.
Tumusime, mute your microphone. Good. Okay, Chiria Kenneth. There is some.
Thank you for the opportunity. So my question is about the payment. How much is the initial deposit?
Okay, people who are attending this webinar, of course, we need full payment. You guys know those things, but those who are attending this webinar, you can start with 50%. And in fact, another thing, that by the time we start, you should have at least 50%. You who are here. Of course, others, we need at least 20%. What you can do, if you have 50K, deposit it. Next week, deposit another 50K. The other one, before we start, you already have the 50K. You're there, okay? So if you want to do that, others, you can do it at once. If you can pay all of it at once, we are here to stay, okay? You can make your deposit, you can make your payment at once, and you learn without any inconveniences.
I get it. Now, on the other hand, you are talked of a free course that over when we are doing this, there will be a free offer. What is that?
The free offer we are going to give you are 2 modules of computer foundations. It has 9 modules. Those who are doing this course, if you enroll today, tomorrow, you pay, let's say, the 150. As you wait, you're going to be going through those 2 modules. But also another thing, we are going to be onboarding people. As you make your initial deposit, you're going to be onboarded. You go through the platform, so that by the time we are starting the course, those things of your Excel works, what is the alternative. If you don't have an alternative, we go for Excel Online. You know how you create your account. By the time we start the course, you're ready. Are we clear, guys? So please, if you're going to be part of the course, make sure that you make your payment early enough so that we plan accordingly. You see, if you don't make your payment on time, you're going to disorganize us. That is actually the challenging part. Okay. So the next person is Tumusime, lower your hand. Then let me have Fad. You had your hand up. Yes, Fad. 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 Unmute and talk. Okay, if you're far, then I'm going to take Lubega Deo. Lubega Deo, it's your turn. Guys, can you hear me? Lubega Deo, are you there? Fad, are you there? Fayed is not there. Then Nyonkuru Thomas, let's have you. Yes, Thomas? Do you guys know how to unmute?
Over.
Is it a problem? You can also type in chat. The host has put all under mute. Are you sure? No? So you cannot unmute. Would you put all micro are under mute? Oh. I think my co-host did some things here. So let's see. You can't unmute, okay? So let's see, my co-host did some things here. What did she do now? Okay. Okay, so you can now unmute. You can now unmute.
Okay, thank you. This is Nyokuru Thomas.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so my question is...
So can I, okay, let me call you one by one. Let's start with Nyonkuru.
Yes, thank you, sir, for your presentation.
Thank you too.
So my question is...
Yes.
For now, you have tried to summarize an example, but now the question is, I got my test, but I want to get more skill on it. Okay, totally, I don't have any skill about it. Just simple. I know tomorrow. So how also that sorry 300,000 that you're going to say, will it be able? Will I get all that that skill, or just is only for Excel course?
You will get, it has about 8 modules. Are they 7 or something? So yes, you will get the skills, brother. You will get the skills. Yes.
All right.
Let's have Lubega Deo, please mute after.
Yes, Master Mutebi, thanks for the presentation today. It was such a wonderful one. Now, just a simple clarification I need to get from you. Apart from this webinar, today's webinar, are we going to have another model that will be uploaded on our courses as far as Excel is concerned? Because Excel is not a medical, it's not a it's a little bit complicated for some of us who are bad performers when it came to mathematics and the tables. So please, shall we have another model that will be uploaded in the among our courses about Excel, or the webinar is going to do all this?
Okay, so Excel is a course on its own that will have its own modules. So do not worry about that. But also, this is not the last time we are having webinars. We are going to keep having these webinars. Some will be entirely free like this, but also some will be for those of us that will be part of the course. And of course, those that will finish the Excel, there'll also be another opportunity for you. But let's not kujula ebitanajja. So let me now take Fahad. Fahad?
Hello, good
Yes,
evening,
Fahad.
everyone.
Good evening to you. How are you?
Good with you, everyone. I'm sorry I came in late, though I wanted to attend in time. Though my question goes like this: one, I'm having a problem of time. That's one of my big things, my biggest worries. I don't know whether I will be able to catch up with you guys. My second question is, I would like to. Okay, fine. I know about how to use the computer, but you want to start afresh. I started the foundation. I studied the foundation first, then and the Excel program. Can I take 2 masters at a go? And about the issue of payment, would you accept installments, as in terms of 100 per month until the course is done, or how is it? Clarify for me that. Thank you.
Okay, Fadi, since you're going to take 2 at a go, we come to the inbox and we discuss that. Yes, you can take 2 on condition that you start on foundations as early as today or tomorrow. Because
Okay,
these first 2 weeks, you can move a bit fast. You're done with what we need for Excel, then now you can start moving with both of them at a time.
Okay. Thank you very
So
much.
I can see, Grace, is the network favorable for us to enroll another module, sir? Sorry for asking without permission granted. Is the network favorable? I don't get this, Grace. Could you unmute and ask? Eliphaz, your hand is up.
Yeah, Mr. Mtebi, how are you?
I'm okay, Sebo.
Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you too, sir.
Nze sirina kibuuzo naye just njagala verifying abali wano bonna bannaye ebintu si bya kifere ffe tuli mu kiraasi mwe tuli mwenna abaliwo nze kye njagala obbakakasa mba mwagala bukakafu ffe tubulina ku platform ffe twayingira dda kiraasi era tusoma twajja tetulina kye tumanyi naye katuwa otulabira mu typing tuli kafulufulumu naye era tukyeyongera kye nnyinza okugamba.
Okay, thank you so much, Rubega. Rubega bali verifying. Banaye Rubega simuguze.
Abaagala obukakafu tubuyina era tubukusindikira ne tubukulaga.
Hey.
Platform kwe tuli TotMind tusomera ddala.
Okay.
So
Robert Schools is asking, physically we are located in Chiwatule. Okay, yes, Grace, this evening you're going to receive that. We also had some issue on the upload side. That is why there was a delay on that end. But from tonight, you're going to start receiving access onto internet browsers and websites. That is the module that you guys are moving on to, which is module, is it 6 or so? I can see Michael Menon. Yes, Michael. Guys, if you're done asking, lower your hand.
Hello there.
Yes, Michael.
Hope everyone is fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I want to ask, first I want to thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it has been a wonderful session. And another thing I want to tell you is there anything else you're going to brief us into, or it's better some of us who are busy now to leave so that we can do other things? If is there something else you are going to brief us so that we can hold?
All right, so thank you, Menon. One thing I can talk about, if you're interested in the course, come to the inbox. We shall also share a link in the group. You guys will join that group. We only want serious people who want to do Excel and master. So if you're interested, you will inform us. We send you a link and you join that group. You make your payment. We start on the journey. I think that's it. So I can see now we are just handling questions. If you're okay, you have other things to handle, feel free to exit. Yes, Kwebaza Jackson.
All right, I'm going to inbox you, Pastor.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you too. Kwebaza Jackson, but please, if you're not so busy, stay because it is good to close things. Yes, in the next 2 minutes or so, we should be winding up.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Is it possible if I want to visit you? Yes, you can schedule for a visit. But learning usually is happening virtually, especially for individuals. Physical is for corporates or groups, like organizations and companies. Yes, Kwebaza?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, Sir Jackson.
I appreciate the presentation. I'm from the side of Kiriandongo, Masindi. So I'm also one of the beginners who would wish to begin from foundation. But my challenge is my phone seems to be so small. So maybe you will guide us on how to use the laptop for better viewing.
Okay, that's right. We shall do a simple video on that.
Yes.
And we shall share it with you.
And then the other thing is, like you said, that we can do both the foundation and the Excel.
Yes.
And you said you can pay in installments, fine, which is fine. And then you said the foundation is for 8 weeks. But now can't we maybe study it for like 4 weeks and then we just push to Excel? Is it possible? I don't know whether it's possible. I would like to know that. And then in terms of payment, at least we pay half of the foundation as in an tuition, because I can see it is 300. Then if we study for 4 weeks and then we pay half of that, then we just go straight to Excel and then we start from there. Is it possible, or it is necessary to study the whole schedule?
Okay, so you mean that you do 4 weeks and you pay half of the 300 instead of 300?
Yeah. Yes.
No, no,
Okay.
the
Okay.
content doesn't change. But
Okay.
people who are going to do foundations and Excel, reach out, we shall talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Yes, you can study from Kiriandongo. Now that you can even join Google Meet, our platform, things are flawless. I think people already learning, they can tell you. We don't have lags. Everything is fast, so you can learn the way you should. And also the support, we are doing our best to keep providing the best. Of course, feedback is key, as even we work with you guys in the courses, in the lessons, every lesson, every module is reviewed. We want honest feedback because that is what we use to make things better. You realize anything is not clear, don't fear, inbox us, tell us this is not going right, because by telling us that, we are able to offer what you guys need. There is a course you think about or something you feel was left out, talk about it. For us, we are flexible. We just research and see the possibilities. Some things we leave them out because some of them might be too advanced and some of them might be covered in the future and so on, but feedback is paramount at TotMind Schools. Yes, I'm going to take one more hand, I think. Chide, is your hand up?
I see Robert has a lot of questions.
Yes.
Yes, Chide, you can ask.
Yeah, thank you so much for the submissions and the teachings. Personally, I want to take, I'm just asking, I'm inquiring from you. if I want to take a data analysis as a career, what can you tell me to be aware of and what to take? And also I have a plan to take graphic design also as a career, but roughly that's what I want to talk about.
Okay, one of the series we have is data analytics. It has Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python, SPSS, and many others. Yes, I can say you can take data analysis as a career, and it's one of the parts that we cover here. Of course, you need dedication and also commitment, and of course, you have to go through a series of courses, but also you need to dedicate your time and be committed, okay, for you to get the best out of it. So someone is asking, what is, yes, graphics design, you can also take it as a career today. So graphics design, it will be available probably from around the second or third quarter of this year. Currently, it's not available, but a graphic design is a skill anyone can have. Because even as you're working on your personal branding, graphic designing will be paramount as you're designing, let's say, your flyers to pass on some messages and so on. So anyone can take it up, but also as a career you can, because so many people need that. So someone was asking, upcoming Excel course for 8, what does it come with after 8 weeks? Of course, we talked about it here. There is a certificate, but let me show you something about our certificates now. I hope you guys can see my screen. This is a sample of our certificates. So all our certificates, you get a link to the certificate. For example, this is a demo. At the end, you can download this certificate. I think it's better I share entire screen such that people can see this clearly. So this is the link. Any of you can access this link. Let me even paste it here. We pasted it in the group. Every course you do, foundations, Excel, and so on. Even a series, let's say analytics, there is a data analyst after doing all those courses that you will get on top of these individual courses that you'll do. So this certificate, you can download it. Say this can be a picture. You can download it. You can see it is downloading here. So once it is done, internet seems to be slow actually. You can also copy the credentials, the link, and share. You can also print this. You can see this certificate if you want. You can also download the PDF. So let me also try that. So this is a PDF. So the PDF you see automatically, it is opened, it is here. You can also print this out. So also the picture, you can open it. In fact, at TotMind Schools, you don't need even to print these things and you share with people. So what you do, let me show you something. As you're writing your CV, you just do this. Okay, let's say certificates, say Excel for analytics and productivity. So what you do, you even put 2 columns, insert table, 2 columns. You can put the name, can say name, can say link. So for us, you put this. This is the name of the certification. You can add a link here. So come, copy it's here, copy credential, paste your link there. You see? So in case you share this CV with anyone, they will just tap on this. You guys notice that? I just clicked on it. Then they are able to see the certificate here without you having to even spend a lot of time. I hear you're downloading this, attaching. No. For us, we simplify life. Every certification you do, another one you just paste. So for them, they can go and visit on their own. So you don't have to waste to spend your time and energy in the name of you're doing certificates for people. So that is how we simplify life. Okay, so that aside, I hope I'm going to take, there are some hands I didn't take any. I think there are no hands. Okay, now let me answer a few here. 8 weeks, you've seen a certificate comes. Guys, my laptop has failed to connect to internet for the last few weeks. Anyone with ideas? I don't know, maybe you can inbox. I'm a slow learner. I really need to do both. Please start now. By the time we get there, you'll be there. Okay. So I think that's it. Tisache, you have a question?
There is one more question you didn't say.
Yeah, today for me I came in late because I was somehow busy at work, but I'm just asking, can I inbox you when the conference is done? At least we talk more.
Yes, sir. Please inbox.
Okay,
There's one more question.
Okay, you can mute. Player, which question?
Robert was asking, apart from, excuse me, apart from training, do you have offices where you recommend your trainees? I don't know what he was meaning. That was the question.
Yeah, maybe he's asking about opportunities.
If he's here, he can clarify.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
here?
Opportunities, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Yes, some of those opportunities come, but it is not a guarantee. But when they come, we recommend people. Okay? We recommend people. But of course, you have to be exceptional. Is that clear? Because of course, you come here to learn. Not everyone is as serious as another. Being serious is not getting something the first time. Chinokuba kulemerako. Are we together, guys? Okay. Since there are no more questions, I'm going to invite a volunteer to give us a closing prayer. So I'm going to stop the presentation, the recording, so that later on